everyone, welcome to Mama from Scratch. My name is Emily and today's DIYs are probably my favorite out of all the spring ones I have done this year. These two are just beautiful, especially the one. You guys are gonna love it. I'm so excited for you guys to be able to replicate this to decorate your home on a budget. All of the products I'm using actually came from the Dollar Tree, so I hope that you guys will be able to find them. And I just hope you enjoy it. So if you do, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you are new. That's we love to share different DIYs, decorate and makeover videos here on my channel. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The items you'll need to create this beautiful DIY is a smaller hula hoop. This is about 20 inches around, and then some ferns and other florals that you can find at your local Dollar Tree. I will also be using some spray paint for this. You can paint it by hand if you want, and then also a glue gun. It is your choice how you want to paint this. I'm just using a white flat paint that I had on hand. Once you allow that to dry and get it all covered, go ahead and take your ferns and pluck those off. Then you'll add a little bit of glue on a spot on the hula hoop and then just glue those ferns down. I'm alternating them, that way they go from one side to the other side, and I'm doing this to cover at least half of the hula hoop here. Again, I'm just repeating the process for the other florals, just snipping off a few of the other ones that I think would look really good with the cabbage rose that I'm using here with the ferns. And I'm going to be placing the roses about 4 inches apart. You can group these together if you wanted to, but I like the look of them being slightly separated here. And then once you have those glued down, then you can take these other soft floral picks from Dollar Tree and add those in. I added the red ones on the edges, and then these white ones I added on the inner part near the middle cabbage rose. And I think this DIY came out absolutely beautiful. It's a great size wreath and it's really versatile. You could change this up throughout the seasons and it's just really beautiful looking. And these pink cabbage roses actually came from Michael's, but you can find pink peonies at your local Dollar Tree. Now to dress this up even more and give it a little bit of a different look, you could add some wood lettering to the middle of it. I just used this bloom sign that came from the Target dollar section for $3. For the next DIY, you will want the same size hula hoop, or you can use the larger one. I'll be using these extra large bamboo skewers, which were found near the barbecue stuff, some black enamel paint, some poster board, or you could use these wood blocks at Hobby Lobby, and then a glue gun, and of course the same florals as I used in the last one. You're going to start by taking these wood blocks and using them as a template. These are about 4 inches wide, and I'm just going to trace those. Now if you were using and making this into a wood DIY, definitely use the wood blocks, but the foam board works just fine. Take your long skewer and then measure across both sides, and then you can see how long you will need it. And then you can cross these over, but there's no need to, so you can take one skewer and actually get 3 pieces out of it. As you can see here, I'm just measuring the length I need and then just using some wire cutters to break these. And then you'll use those as a template to cut yourself some more pieces. Now this is supposed to look like more of like a wagon wheel or a bicycle wheel here, so if you want it more, add more picks to this. So add glue to each end of your first bamboo skewer and then secure that on. The next step is to add a couple layers of hot glue and then glue the poster board to the middle of the skewer in the middle of the hula hoop. And then you're going to add a little bit more on the top, just securing that, and then you're going to add a lot more to the middle. And then you can take those smaller skewers and then just start adding those around the hula hoop. Now you can do these however close or as far apart as you want. I didn't end up using as many as I cut. I just liked the way it looked, having about 4 on each side. So you do what works best for you. This is super easy. Again, you're just adding a lot of glue towards the middle. And if one happens to be shorter, just scoot it down because the foam board will hold that in. The next step is to take more hot glue and run that down each of the skewers that are touching the foam board. That way it makes it extra strong, and then you can see how that will look on the opposite side when we're done. Then you're going to take your cutters and then just trim off any excess that is sticking out over the hula hoop. Then you will glue each of those ends down onto the hula hoop, working your way all the way around. Now go ahead and take more of the hot glue and add that to the top of each of your skewer sticks, and then you're going to glue the other side of the foam board on there. You don't have to do this, but it definitely makes it stronger. I decided I wanted to have a little bit smaller of a circle in the middle, so I'm just flipping this over because one side is definitely the back and the other side is the front. Add a little bit of glue to the center and then add that smaller circle to the front of your wagon wheel here. Then go outside and spray that baby all the way around. You're going to need pretty good coverage here, and the foam board works just fine. Once that is dry and aired out, then you're going to go ahead and start taking your glue and adding your ferns all the way around, just like we did in the last DIY. I'm basically following the same steps, and I like the way that looked so much. I just took that whole piece that peeled off and added it to this wagon wheel. This is an incredibly easy DIY. Do not be intimidated by this. I absolutely love the way it came all together, and it's actually surprisingly really strong between the foam board, the skewers, and the hula hoop, so you don't have to use real wood on this if you don't want to. This is definitely my favorite spring DIY yet. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, that way they can create this as well, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I absolutely love sharing DIYs, decorate, and makeover videos here on my channel, and the only thing I wish I would have changed was actually getting the full-size hula hoop for this DIY, but other than that, I just love it. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.